baby, don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But I'm break.
Yeah, y'all. Let's parlay with us, man. We back again, man. Once again, we live back again Sunday. Today, we giving y'all a little late show today. Today's a post-game show for the NFL Divisional round weekend. This is round 2, I call it. In the quest for the championship. You hear the title. I put it as the Celtics not focused on the two-peat. I just put that as a question out there, and that's for Stacks, and you got you Celtics guys out there, man, that follow them to the T. But as you can see, man, we back on again, man. This is Parlay with us, man. You got Mr. Beans, you got Stony Cook, Hustle Stack, Sean Doe. What's up, fellas, man? It was a nice divisional round weekend. We had some upsets. I call it an upset. We're gonna start from there. We could start. Let's start from tonight's game and then reverse it.
Yeah.
Let's start from tonight's game and reverse it. So tonight's game, Buffalo against the Ravens. The Ravens had to go into Buffalo. It's snow. It's cold as shit out there. They dealing with the weather. As far as I can evaluate and watching this game, the Ravens started late. They came late to the party. They came for some reason. I just felt it was a little lackadaisious on their side of things as far as offense is concerned. Like, these dudes was juggernauts. What went down? Like, and to be subjugated to just 19 points and then have to like get that touchdown to even get that 6 and then need to score 2 to even get back in the conversation of tying it to they shouldn't even. I'm not saying that the Bills is whack. Don't get me wrong, but I thought it should have been a better game than what it was. To me, it looks like it looked like a little lopsided. It looks like the Bills had it running smooth until Baltimore figured out a few things on defense to try to slow down Josh Allen and them. So and that's why and then Andrews, like we was just talking 2-3 seconds ago, Andrews dropping the ball when he had the opportunity to bring that into the, that's serious.
That catch was a lot harder than it looked.
His body language.
Come up with that, Stone.
Did y'all see that?
Every big, here you come, man, with the same shit you did when Detroit dude dropped the ball last year. That catch was not hard. You a professional football player. It's like professional NBA players should make free throws. Professional NFL player, you gotta catch that ball, though.
The play was made. The play was drawn up for him, so he knew the rock was coming to him anyway. So he should have been prepared to catch the rock. His feet got up underneath him, and watch the play again. He had
that fumble on his head, bro. No bullshit. I think that fumble was that was the game to me, honestly.
Yeah, that was huge.
Even when they scored on that last, I knew they weren't gonna win that. I just felt in my heart, bro, they weren't gonna. Once he fumbled that, and they went down, and I was like, this game's over. I mean, I know anything could happen. I just knew. I just felt it. On another text chain, I said he's gonna go down, score a touchdown, kick a field goal. I just knew it just felt that way. It was just like, I don't know, man. Like those turnovers, obviously, there you go. What is it, 3-0, Stoney? What was it, 3 turnovers and 0?
I think so. Yeah, I don't know.
That's how the Patriots went all those years. They won the turnover battle. You can't lose. You can't. Detroit. I mean, I know it seems, in the regular season, you might be able to come back from turnover battle, but in the playoffs, man, that shit ain't.
Nah, in the playoffs is different. Detroit learned that.
Man. You can't be just dropping
Detroit learned that lesson last night.
I know he was trying to make a play, but you weren't even fast like that, fam. You trying to juke and do little Justice Hill moves, bro. Just sit down on that, bro. I don't know, man.
Yeah, the Bills are ball hawking. They was after they.
Yeah, they were after that ball.
That ball got punched out. They punched that ball out of Andrew's hand. He came from one of the Bills defenders came from the back and punched it out. Yeah, he should have secured it. But going back to that catch, no doubt, all day he should catch that, but it wasn't an easy catch like people are making a scene of it. I'm not saying that he had the reason to drop it, but as he was falling, a cold ball coming to him, and he just couldn't. He couldn't get control of the ball. That's just if you see it, he couldn't get control of the ball.
He couldn't get.
And he's falling. So
that's an all-pro tight end right there. First team NFL 2 years in a row at tight end spot. He ain't skating. He ain't skating. That catch gotta be made.
Crook, he knew the ball was coming. Watch it again. His feet. Something happened. He doubled up on his feet, like he tripped over. He started tripping. That's why he started falling. Because his momentum was going backwards. He knew the ball was coming, and then his feet. And next thing you know, his feet fucked up. He didn't pay attention to the ball.
I just think that's a routine catch for a tight end.
Yeah, it should have been a routine catch. It should be.
For a tight end at his caliber. Now, if you talk about any other tight end, that's different, yeah. But that's Mark Andrews. He catch everything. So
I see receivers drop those type of passes all the time. Right, like that falling backwards, trying to. It's just one of them plays, man. It could go either way. He could have secured it, or he could have just fumbled it, man. That ball's not only the ball's like cold, it's hard, it's frozen. So it's gonna be, if you don't catch it with your hands, you're gonna have problems. And as he's falling, that ball went into his pocket and it just came right out of his hands, man. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Yo, listen. All I could say is, hold on, real quick. Shout out to everybody there in the YouTube side, Facebook side of things, chiming in on this. Please hit the like and thumbs up button, follow button, do all that stuff. We appreciate it. It helps the channel algorithm and help us grow.
But shout out to Buffalo, though. They won the game. So
yeah, they won it.
Yeah, shout out to Buffalo. They won the game. They were home field advantage, so that was the advantage. And then the home field.
It was a pick 'em. It basically how the game. It wasn't an upset. It wasn't I don't think it was a bad game. I don't think Buffalo. I just think it was an evenly game, and the team that won the turnover battle, like in the playoffs, usually won the game.
Last possession, I'm telling you, last possession, last stop. I knew it was gonna be that type of game, man. And
he should have caught the rock. If he would have caught the rock, I think he should have caught the rock. We'd probably be talking a different story right now, to tell you the truth.
I don't think we'll be on right now. We'll be watching.
I know, right?
Right, we'll be watching the next 5 to 10 minutes.
You're
right. Nobody was trying to, but I jumped on. I said, nobody's on yet. Okay. Yeah, I see y'all watching it down to the wire.
I had 1 foot in the office and 1 foot going back to the living room. I said.
So since I was reversed, what was the score end up in that game? That was what, 27-25? So the score ended up 27-25, Baltimore. Bills. Bills took it. Bills about to go see. We're moving backwards now. Talking about some games. AFC. We'll stick it to the AFC real quick. And so we'll talk about the Saturday and then we'll jump into the NFC. So the Saturday AFC game was the Chiefs and Houston. I got a chance to watch that game because I was off yesterday, so I got a chance to sit down and watch that game. I watched both games, and shout out to Houston, shout out to D'Amico Ryan and the defense there. Them dudes, they played good. They played pretty decent on defense. They played good, literally good enough. Trust me. And Stroud played pretty good too. CJ Stroud and the rest of that team, they played pretty good in the game. It's just, Mahomes and Kelsey had that moment, right? Kelsey with the dance, right? They had that moment. And I think, once again, that's that magical shit that goes down with fucking with KC, man. Like, I knew it. Once I seen that Kelsey started getting open like that, and Kareem Hunt was running the ball real nice. It was a wrap, man. So yeah, KC took care of biz yesterday against Houston. I thought that was gonna happen regardless. I think we all, except for Crook, picked that KC. I mean that KC would take care of business against Houston. Crook again with, you know.
Yeah, KC. Yeah, shout out to them, man. They converted on a lot of third downs. A lot
there
of
you go.
third downs
Yeah.
down the
There you
stretch.
go. You're right. You're right. You're right.
And Houston couldn't punch the ball in. You know, they had opportunities. They had opportunities all the way to the end to get within within striking range. But they couldn't punch it in. KC's making key third down conversions, fourth down conversions. So they played a clean game. You know, they played a clean game like they normally do. And now they got a Buffalo team hungry and ready to get some revenge.
It's going to be tough going into Arrowhead for Buffalo, to tell you the truth, at this time of the year. You're right. You guys are right. KC's not the firepower that they used to be, right? But for some reason, they make it work with what they got. And it's like Patriot-esque when you know,
it's identical.
It's like Patriot-esque when you see the way they operate, man. I'm telling you, they know they use all phases of the game to win the game or put them in a good situation to win. So,
I mean, you already know who I'm going with next week.
I know who you're going with. The Bills.
I'm gonna co-sign with you, Stoney. I mean, I hope they win, but I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if KC won, but I hope Buffalo.
Nobody would. It's gonna be one of them. I think KC's gonna be favored.
No, man. Stacks. I know. Stacks. Please don't play yourself, bro.
No. You heard what rewind what I said. I said I hope Buffalo wins. I don't think they're gonna win. That's what I said. I don't want to see. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see Mahomes get the 3 in a row. I really don't. I'm hating because I'm a Brady guy, so I'm hating.
And that's I understand the reason why you would say you would like to see the Bills, succeed in that route. But I don't know, bro. If KC's defense is a little fresh come next week Sunday, bro.
Well,
Pat Mahomes.
Buffalo lost. Then they lost Rapp, and I think did they lose Johnson too. In that second game,
Johnson came back in the game.
He came back. You got to monitor that. You got to monitor that. Monitor that. Rapp and Johnson. Got to monitor that.
Yeah, one thing people gotta not lose sight of. Houston's defense was playing great against KC. They was getting in there. They was getting in there. They got them off the field a few times, so there was some good things. They just couldn't capitalize. That's what it is. How long can you hold a KC offense? How long you can hold Mahomes for making plays? So Houston had a great game plan, man. They had a hell of a game plan. They held KC to low in yards and yards after the catch. KC had to really pull that shit out yesterday. So now you got a Bills team that's seeing what Houston did, which they're gonna do. They're gonna watch that Houston defense contain Mahomes, and their offense is better than Houston. So they come in with a good game plan. They could definitely pull the upset.
What's the spread doing?
I don't know if it's out yet, but me check.
I just think, but remember, Houston got 2 ends that can get after it. So that I don't think Buffalo has that. Houston had them 2 ends with the rookie kid from Bama, and then you got Danielle Hunter on the other end. So they got 2 ends that can get after it. I don't know if Buffalo got them 2 ends.
Chiefs are favored by 1.5.
You know what I'm saying? I know Von Miller up there in age. I just don't see. I don't know, man. Let me tell you something. If Josh
game plan, they got to come in. They got to come in.
I mean,
they got to play.
If Josh don't got the ends that Houston got, you're right. You're right.
Clean football. They play clean football. They always give KC problems, always, and it always comes down to a turnover here, turnover there. That's how close these teams are. So Buffalo,
1.5.
They know. Right, it's gonna be. It's basically a pick.
I think the last couple times KC beat Buffalo in the playoffs, that Pat had the ball last.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it wasn't turnovers. It was just Pat had the ball.
It just Pat had the ball just on fire.
I'm talking about like regular season games that they played in the past.
Yeah.
As well.
We scratched the regular season. We talking playoffs.
I'm just saying the matchup. I mean, you gotta
be. I know what you're saying.
Now, because if you're gonna go by playoffs, Stoney Mahomes.
No,
I mean, Josh ain't beat him yet.
I know, but you got to count that. Like, you got to count what they did when they played each other in the regular season. You got to count that.
Not in the playoffs, bro. No, you don't.
So you try to tell me they're not looking at film from those games? They just looking playoff.
I'm just saying in the playoffs. Listen, everybody. Listen, as an old coach, you always say, "Just get to the tournament, then the season resets." That's all you're saying. That's what you tell your team. You ain't telling them to look back at regular season. That shit don't mean nothing because everybody's changing up everything. You 9 times out of 10, you probably don't have the same players because of injury. So I'm telling you, no, they're not looking at
the tendencies, Mahomes' tendencies, the quarterback's tendencies. That's what they pay attention to. What's his tendencies? We play this defense on it.
He's smart enough to switch it up. Mahomes ain't dumb. He's smart enough to switch it up. Everybody thinks they knows Mahomes' tendencies, then he pop out.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing with KC, man. They never have the same
thing. He ain't having it. He ain't having it. Too smart of a coach.
It's hard. It's like with Brady and them. It's just hard to game plan for them.
That's true. You're right.
I tell you what, if Josh don't get him this year, I don't know, bro.
I'll tell you what, too. I know it could have been Josh could have thrown that ball, man. Because
you say
Kansas City's defense is better. Kansas City's defense, to me, Baltimore's defense, in my opinion, let them down a little bit, letting them run on them like that. In my opinion, people forget that was the best run defense in the NFL this year. And to me, the only reason why Buffalo won was because they ran the ball like that.
They ran the ball. There you go.
I was shocked they was running. I could see Allen running the ball like that.
Right.
He's just gonna run the ball, but they had
I ain't really. Buffalo got 3 good decent backs.
No, they do. No, I'm just saying but Baltimore's defense was they were saying it. I'm not going front. I was surprised that they ran on them like that. They like manhandled them at the line, in my opinion.
They ran on each other.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I was saying, though.
And they got away from him.
Buffalo offensive line is stout, though.
Listen, Doe is totally right. That's exactly what I was talking about when I was trying to describe about how there you go. How he's totally right, because that's why I said Baltimore kind of started slow, because they run defense was kind of like suspect the first half.
It
was suspect.
The coach said it. Harbaugh said it. Josh Allen wasn't even throwing the ball.
No, he wasn't even throwing.
He didn't have to throw the ball.
Nope.
We had to throw the ball against KC. Because Chris Jones and Bolton
they'll be ready.
They'll be ready. They're
gonna be ready. They're gonna be.
Hey, I'll give Magic Pat all the love in the world, no doubt. But I'm gonna keep it funky, man. I don't think KC's defense gets enough credit, fam.
That's what I'm saying,
so good. Bro. That defense. Oh man, what's his name? The cornerback. I think he's the best corner in the NFL. You ask me. Who's his name? Stats corner.
McDuffie. You think he better than Surtain?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He's tough, man.
That's a pick 'em right there.
If he ain't, they right there. They right there. Yeah, but I tell you one thing. Jones, we know what Jones do, but you got Bolton and who's the other cat they got?
Yeah, that's Karlaftis. Yeah,
Karlaftis. Yeah, he's tough.
He's tough. Yeah, on defense. That's what I'm saying. Tony, this is what I was trying to tell you. This is what I was saying.
That defense is tough.
If that defense is playing fast and tough next week Sunday, Allen them's gonna have a problem, bro. I'm telling you.
Well, he gonna have to throw the ball. He ain't gonna be able to. Because I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think Cook's gonna run on him like that, in my opinion.
Nah, well, they may go in. They're gonna go in there with a different game plan.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to.
I think them using that run game against Baltimore, that was a great game plan. You kept Lamar on the sideline. They was controlling the game.
I think Baltimore was shocked they were running like that. That was a good game plan. You're right. That was a great game.
You see, they had to Baltimore. Shout out to everybody there in the YouTube and Facebook land and Twitch land. You seen that they had to switch it up, man. Y'all watch the game and watch the third quarter and the fourth. Baltimore defense changed at that run attack. They did, because like you said, though, they were getting gashed, man. The rookie was gashing them.
That kid was good in college.
Yeah, he was. Dave, he played for Kentucky, right? He went to Kentucky.
Yeah, he was good in college.
He's tough.
But you know what I'm saying, though? Like Doe said, they had one of the best run defense in the league this year. And to get ran on like that on paper, and to get ran on like that was crazy. So
the weather might have played a factor.
Yeah, the weather
might have played a factor. That's true, man. I think so. So Texans didn't lose that game 23-14 against the Chiefs. Now we're going to move on to the NFC side of things. Today's game, the Eagles versus the Rams, 28-22. Eagles pulled it out against the Rams. Tell me, I didn't get to see that game today, guys. I was at work and I was busy. How did that game go down? Because that score looks like it was tight.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was tight, man. Shout out to the Rams, man. They refused to die, man. That team was falling. They did their thing, man. They just came up short, man. And, in the end, they just couldn't convert. But they played a hell of a game. They came back. They got within a possession. Matthew Stafford, he threw the ball well in the snow. It started snowing. The weather was getting bad, but those receivers over there, they can catch the ball.
You're cool.
He got good hands, man. He made some big plays, man. He made a great catch over there on the sideline.
Stack, sneaky. He's probably one of the best receivers out there, bro.
Nakua?
Yeah.
I need one more year. You
need one more? Damn.
I need one more to put him up there. To put him up there in the top 10.
Yeah, he's still young. Yeah, he can't put him up there.
Okay, you wouldn't think he's in the top 10 right now, though? Like right now, top 10?
No, not right now.
Out of 10 teams right now, you won't pick Nakua out of 10?
Nah, not right now. So you guys, people ain't even putting Mike Evans in that top 10. Think about that. That's crazy to me. Like Mike Evans, I told you, Mike Evans is the most underrated receivers in the league. People don't ever hear it. Yeah, but you never hear best receiver in the league. Mike Evans' name never comes up.
So
yeah, they don't.
You got a Super Bowl too.
And
he's 1,000 yards every year, though. Every year.
I fuck with Mike.
He's good.
I like Mike.
I put him in the top 10.
Yeah, but you would, but I do too. But a lot of people
could be where he playing though. You know what I mean? Like,
you think so?
I mean, if he was in New York, you don't think he was in New York or Philly? He'd be on every fucking commercial, every situation.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Philly got two.
He's a problem. I always fuck with Mike Evans. I always like him.
Like AJ Brown and
exactly. You listen. You think what you would think Devontae Smith and AJ Brown get more, but that's because they play in Philly.
Yeah.
Yo, but like you said, back to the Rams. I like what they got. I like what they got. I like what they got before. I didn't even get to watch the game.
The Rams got his two fucking tackles that can play football. That front four of the Rams.
Yeah, Burrs. Who's the other kid? They draft them, man. They always draft. That's just
their defense too. They
good organization.
They defense impressed me more than their offense to me.
Yeah,
that front line, man. Yeah, that front four is they was getting after
drafted.
They was down
all drafted.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe so. Right? Stacks all
Florida State.
Two rookies or three.
Yeah. Two defensive linemen from Florida State, two rookies.
Wow. McVay's good, guys. McVay's good.
Yeah, McVay's good, but his GM is even better. People don't get that dude enough credit. That dude is the GM of that, what's his name? Snead or some shit? That dude never misses on picks. One down, rebuilt that team on the fly.
They probably
Yeah, you're right, though. People thought, yo, they had one down year and
one
rebuilt.
they had a couple.
Well, they had no draft picks, no first round picks for 5 years.
Yeah. Because
No
what happened?
picks.
That's
No
when
picks.
they got Stafford over there. They lost all the picks on
and they
Stafford,
hit
right?
on every second round, third round, they just hit on every pick.
And now look at Detroit. Detroit living off them picks right now.
Yeah.
Worked out for both teams. They living off the
So shout out to the Rims, man. Take fighting against Philly, even though I had my feelings that Philly was gonna win that game regardless.
They was down in the Philly 22. I mean, they had an opportunity there. They just couldn't punch it in.
Yeah, I think the weather played part in that too.
The weather, you think too? Yeah, that's Philadelphia and this cold ass tundra going on right now on the East Coast. Hell yeah, that shit's played a difference. I knew it played a difference in that Bills. Could you imagine how cold it is in Buffalo with that wind blowing off the fucking Lake Erie and all that shit? Freezing ass cold, man. It's different. That's different bone chilling type of cold out there. That's different shit. Yo, I'm trying to tell you that's different. That's different bone chilling. You saw Lamar.
What they call that shit in the island? Swady? What they call that shit? Swady?
He plays in Baltimore where it gets cold, and he deals with like weather that we probably would have in New York, Boston, Philly. They get the same type of weather in Baltimore, even though Boston, I think, is worse than all those others that I just called.
Yeah, Baltimore gets cold.
But Baltimore gets cold. But you could tell that shit he was dealing in Buffalo, you could see it in Lamar. They were freezing, bro. More or less being snowing. It was freaking, that wind probably was cutting right through them. And like you said, I think it was a factor in the start of the game. I think they started off slow because it was just so cold for them.
They scored first, though.
Huh?
They scored first. They set it off.
But I'm saying when I mean start slow, their defense was getting gashed, bro. Like seriously.
Yeah, I'm surprised that run. But like you said, Stoney, I think the weather had a lot to do with it too. But I'm just
had a lot to do with
it.
So
surprised. I don't know. Surprised.
So y'all like this Eagles team? Let me ask y'all that.
Oh, I'm right. That's my.
I know Stacks. I'm asking the wrong person, but go ahead. What you think, Stacks? Y'all like this Eagles team with Saquon and Hurts? You feel positive with what they got going on? I like the defense, Carter. I like that dude. I like
that Eagles team. I just like the way they draft well. They put everything together well. They got two good receivers, got a good back. Front four is stout. I mean, they got all the ingredients to win the Super Bowl. If you look at it on paper, they got the good, decent corners. Except they lost N'Kobe Dean. That's gonna hurt them a little bit.
The quarterback on defense. The red guy.
But with that being said, they got a fucking juggernaut coming in there with Jaden Daniels.
They
Hey, Stoney, rewind the show Thursday. Stoney, we called it, Stoney. Me and you called that upset alert.
Hell yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did, Stoney. We sure did. We both called
rewind that show. We put them on upset alert.
No. I like Jaden Daniels. Y'all know I like the kid. I wanted us to get him here in New England. So that tells you how much I didn't want Drake May, to tell you the truth. I was hoping we land him, but it didn't happen that way, right? But so I like the kid, don't get me wrong, and I like what Washington is doing. I just didn't expect that the Lions, once again, they started out discombobulated. What's his name was doing some stupid shit, like Golf was throwing, like, I don't even know what he was seeing out there in the beginning of that game yesterday.
He doesn't throw well under pressure, and that's what happened.
It looked kind of like you said. There you go. He was forcing that ball yesterday. He was just a little overzealous in that game yesterday. To tell you the truth, it cost him of him being too anxious in that game. He was looking for the home run and all this other shit. He just didn't play their game like what they've been playing all season. If he would have played their game, they would have ended up winning the game. It would have still been a shootout because Daniels was definitely throwing a rock and he wasn't scared. It was like, shout out to Daniels. You know what? Shout out to them in the Commanders. You know why? Them dudes went out and like, yo, you know when them teams just say, yo, we gonna throw it at them, regardless if people see them as as the favorite. And they really threw it at him. Like he went at it. You could tell it in the receivers, the attitude in the receivers when they caught the ball. It was like everything was like attitude. It wasn't like, okay, yeah, I caught the ball, first down. No, it was like, I caught the ball. Yeah, motherfucker. Like they was in people's face, grounding and all this shit. Grind. You could tell. And I saw it. I was like, yo, the Lions gonna have a problem today. And they showing up there.
I think Stoney and Stacks, but they basically called that. Are you really surprised though? Because y'all were the one saying Detroit's defense was suspect. So,
but they lost
19
people though.
They had some
19 people injured. 19 guys.
And could we talk about this real quick before we move on? This mastermind offensive coordinator had a fucking terrible game. Ben Johnson. What the fuck was he thinking? Gadget plays. They take out Jameer Gibbs. Jameer Gibbs should never came out that game. I don't know why what's his name was in that game for what reason. I have no clue. I know he was hurt.
Well, maybe something happened to him. Maybe something happened to him, man. Because they needed him.
I understand what you're saying, but you know what? I saw something different. The Lions was fighting back to back with touchdowns. It was when the mistake was made when Detroit, when the Commanders went up by 10. That's when things changed for them. When they were within that field goal strike.
You don't have to do a trick, bro. You don't have to do no gadget shit. You don't have Jameer. You don't have Jamison Wood. You don't have to do all that, bro. Throw the ball.
That was bad.
Jameer Gibbs.
You're right.
Every time he got the ball, it was not even. I don't understand. Sometimes I be thinking like, what are they seeing? Like, you don't have to do double hitch moves and double back and pitch the ball overhead. Listen. If you're worried about Jared Goff, just hand the ball off, plain and simple, or do little screen passes. If you're worried about him, Jameer Gibbs could not be stopped, bro. Every time he touched the ball, he was going 15. It wasn't.
You're right. You're totally right.
Ran with that homeboy. Once they do that, once they did the pass to Jamison Williams,
that was it.
That was it. What do you do? You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that, bro. You do not need to do that. I'm sorry.
But he was feeling himself though. After that touchdown, he was feeling himself too. So I think he don't call
the plays. He can feel himself all he wants. He ain't calling that play.
The coach and them like, he's hot. He's fast.
Sometimes I think Campbell, he's a good coach, bro. I fuck with Campbell, but sometimes I think they just They did another play where they had Dan Skipper going out. If Laporta didn't make that crazy ass catch, it would have been another wasted possession. It would have been another field goal, or they would have went on for fourth down. Laporta made a crazy ass catch.
That's about Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell, that's just the way he coaches. He ain't gonna change.
No, it's true. He ain't gonna change, but that's why he's at home.
Yeah, but he ain't.
That's why he's at home. He can say the same all he wants. You gotta be conservative at some points, bro. You can't. At some points.
Totally right.
You can't run around and do a play like that. I'm sorry, bro. You can't.
That play changed the game.
$20, $30 million, and you running a double hitch with Jamison Williams throwing the fuck. Come on, man.
Come on. That was trash. That was trash.
That's all I have to say.
And
that's his.
That defense had no answer for Daniels and
none.
No, they didn't.
And I love the way he runs the ball. He's safe with it. He runs out of bounds. He slides. He ain't trying to do too much. And he runs the ball at the right time, man. His checks downs, make sure he sees every receiver. And then when it's time to go, he goes, man. And he gets some good yards, man. So he had a hell of a game plan yesterday.
Shout out.
Yo, I think yesterday like you said, though, you mentioned something about Ben Johnson and the coordinator. Same thing for my defensive coordinator guy. I like him. What's his name again? Stacks.
Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn. I like Aaron Glenn, but Aaron Glenn dropped. He fell asleep yesterday. There was parts during that game I watched Aaron Glenn's body language at the sideline when he realized they were
confused. They were confused.
They were getting handled. When he realized, like, yo, we can't stop shit, like you said, Stacks, and you said Stoney. When he realized they couldn't stop nothing, you could have seen it.
Playing chess. What's his name? The coordinator from
Cliff Kingsbury, dog. He been killing all his
game, bro. He was
all year. He been calling great games. All year
in his bag. He was
calling.
Yeah, Kingsbury was.
He was in his bag, bro.
Kingsbury wasn't in his shit yesterday. He was.
He just finished coaching Kyle Murray. I mean, so he had that type of
Kingsbury because Kingsbury got trashed for years, though, guys. Kingsbury did get trashed for years, though. He did.
Dusted off dusty ass Austin Eckler. Made him look like the Eckler 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago.
Sure enough, did.
He's a good offensive mind. Like he has a great offensive mind.
He's great.
Sure. Yo, when I see Eckler gashing, I said Eckler's gashing.
And Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson coming out. He's running the ball hard though. He's killing him. He's getting those top yards.
What's his name? Damani Brown. What's his name?
Oh, Damani Brown.
He's getting it too.
Yeah, that Detroit defense looks
hell of a game plan. Talk about game plan, Stoney. That Washington game plan was crazy.
Y'all know I wanted Detroit in the Super Bowl, but truthfully, they played like dog shit yesterday.
Defensively.
They
didn't have no answer.
They did try to answer on you. They did try to answer back to back with the touchdowns when they were going back to back until they couldn't. There was one hiccup and then they went up by 10 and was over. But defensively, yeah, they that was wow.
And Washington capitalized on the turnover. That's another stat that helped them win this game. They capitalized on the turnovers because when Detroit gets the ball, they're gonna try to score. More than likely, they're gonna score. But they always stayed ahead of Detroit. They always had that step ahead. They was always playing in front, so they was able to operate with the lead and make plays.
When it was 3, when they went up by 10, they just knew if they could keep scoring, and that's what they did. Shout out to Jaden Daniels and Kingsbury, McLaren, like you said, Brown. All of them dudes was balling. Robinson. Them dudes played.
They dusted off Ertz's old ass.
They dusted off Ertz's ass. He played. Yeah, they played good yesterday. They played good. So
he couldn't stop anything he did.
They played excellent. They played great. Yes. I'm not mad at Washington being in the NFC Championship game because I do like Daniels, and we all watched. Washington put together a good team. Same way I like Detroit. They put together a great team. Maybe next year Detroit will be fresh and healthier. They won't have 19 people out, and maybe they'll be back in the game again. They'll be back in the mix again. Even though it's hard every year, but Detroit got something good going. That's all I'm saying. Detroit got something good going. They just probably needed to be healthy, and they just wasn't. That just was it. But yeah. NFC playoffs next week, you got Philly and you got Washington. Yo, Washington was the longest drop was they the longest drop besides the Cowboys?
Nah.
Huh?
What you mean longest drought as far as making the playoffs?
NFC Championship.
Yeah, it's been a while since they did.
Oh yeah,
that.
It's been a while for Washington. Well, I think 91.
Washington was Joe Gibbs ever, like way back.
And they played Buffalo that year. So you get the picture of what might happen?
Yeah, but they played Buffalo, but who won the game?
Washington.
There you go.
But it's the revenge.
There you go. What was the quarterback's name again?
Mark Rippon.
Nope. Was it Rippon or Doug?
Doug Williams.
No, Doug was before that. Doug, a lot of
Doug
you
was
motherfuckers
great.
was born now.
Yeah. Doug Williams was before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's before.
Hey, Stoney, niggas just skipped over Jay Schrader.
I know,
right?
like, this motherfucker went way back. Talking about 88 and shit.
Yeah, but that's but they said it was like since 91, 92, since they've been to a conference championship.
Yeah, it was 91. 91 was
91. 91. Yo, I was in high school, bro. We was in high school 91, fam.
That was ripping. Last time they even had any type of decent year, I think, was fucking Mark Rippon, I think.
Mark Rippon, no. That's what I'm saying. I think I think the Cowboys was like next, like 90, like 92 or something like that.
The Cowboys been making the playoffs. Washington hasn't, though.
No, I'm saying I think they said conference championship. They haven't been to a conference championship since 91.
No, the Cowboys made it. Wasn't that the championship when they played San Fran a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I think you're right.
No, that was divisional.
No, that was divisional.
I know. I'm just talking about as far as Washington even going to the playoffs. They ain't been fuck the championship game. How about this going to the playoffs? They ain't even been to the fucking playoffs. It's been a long
I just saw that stat somewhere. That's why I was like, damn, Washington's been
actually, no. I'm lying. Brady's when he first came to the Bucks, that's who they beat in the playoffs. The first round was Washington. So that I remember that now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was with your boy Stoney. Was my man backup he almost beat Tom and them too.
Not Fitzpatrick.
Nah. It was a young kid.
The young kid, yeah.
Ended up being a good backup quarterback.
I wonder who that was.
I forget his name, but
I gotta look it up.
He was actually decent backup.
So real quick, guys, I'm gonna just put, just drop down the what's happening here. So next week, guys, we got AFC Championship game. We got Bills, Chiefs. Bills are heading into Arrowhead to take on Magic Pat and the crew. Allen, he is a beast. Don't get me wrong. I like Josh Allen, but I think there's a way to guard him. That's all I can say. If you want to take a basketball analogy to it, there is a secret to guard. Who?
Taylor Heineke.
Yep. That's the Heineke.
Wow. So that's the AFC Championship game. What up, David Burns, watching from Cedar Hill, Texas, always chiming in, always there on the Facebook side of things. We respect it, man. Share the live with your friends, David, man. Let your people know that Parlay with us be on every Sunday talking sports and entertainment. So and then we got the NFC Championship game against Washington and Philly. So next week Sunday is going to be pretty decent, guys. A little nice layout as far as the games. I think it's not reaching. Is there any prime time in that, guys? Just so I ask that question.
It's the same as today, right? 3 and 6:30.
Same as today. 3 and 6:30. Same as today.
3 and 6 today. Nice. So I'll definitely chime in on that. Guys, put your money on Pat. Just telling you that right now. Yes, you really wanted the Ravens to win. I wanted the Ravens to win, David. Seriously, I really wanted the Ravens to win. I really don't care for Buffalo. Something about me and Buffalo I don't like. And it's nothing against Josh Allen. He is a good player. They got some great players over there. Like, don't get me wrong. I just don't like Buffalo for some reason. It's like the Jets. I just don't like. Those are the two teams in the AFC that I don't care for. So I'd rather see Pat Mahomes take care of business anyway. So, and if he do take care of business and he gets the championship and wins, he'll shock the world. That'll be a shock. People might not think it will be a shock, but nobody's never three-peat like we talked about.
Nah, that won't be a shock if he go to Super Bowl.
No, if he wins it.
No, that won't be a shock either.
No, they won't be a shock. They basically telling the odds are he's gonna do it.
No. I'm just saying, do y'all really know? No, everybody's like the three-peat. No one's never done it.
Nobody's never done it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
I don't think they're gonna be shocked if he does it.
Maybe my wording is a little bit, but I just think it'll be kind of like.
I know what you mean, though. No, I get what you're saying. I mean, I don't think people be shocked. I think people be more like
in awe.
Yeah. I think because
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little biased because I just don't like how he got a 3-peat in Stoney. He just leapfrogged Brady. Like that's wild to me. I don't know.
Nah, I really
Stoney, you hearing that too, right, Stoney?
No, they say
you know what?
A lot of people think they leapfrogged them already,
been
bro.
dying.
Because they just don't like the Patriots.
Yeah, people been
No one
dying
likes
to
the
look for
Patriots.
somebody
Any Boston team.
better than Brady. They've been dying to find that guy.
Of course.
But hey, numbers don't lie.
In the reality, 3-peat or not, Pat Mahomes is still gonna be number 2 to Brady in reality. Right. 3-peat or not,
People don't like Boston teams.
He's just gonna get his. He's just gonna get.
That's people that don't know sports because I can't stand Magic Johnson, but I know he's good. I would never say he's fucking trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, like everybody, all these people that say LeBron's trash, he's not trash.
Yeah, right. People could talk shit, but at the end of the day, you know what it is.
That's what I'm saying. So
we can talk about LeBron, but we know he's great. I'm not a big LeBron, but I know he's great.
I would never say
you know sports though. You know sports. Yeah, you know it's different when motherfuckers. Hey,
because some people just don't see. The thing is, a lot of people don't like people because of their political leanings or how they dress or if they marry this. Like at the end of the day, man, people for whatever reason with Brady after Spygate, Deflategate, all that stuff. Before that, he was like the underdog 6th round pick. Once they got caught up in that little situation, which was, bullshit, obviously, everybody was trying to figure a way out to, not downplay him, but, to put Mahomes comes. All of a sudden now, if you've seen that stat with the 7 consecutive championships, AFC championship appearances and all this, and Andy Reid's a better coach than Belichick. Like, I know it's all storylines, but they're trying to take that Patriot quote unquote way, or they're just trying to. No one. I'm just being real, bro. No one really cares for the.
They're trying to rewrite it.
Even the owner, they won't put the owner in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I know that might not be a big deal to us, but just the overall way that they look at the organization. More or less the writers. When I'm talking about the writers, the fans, it's the fans. But I'm talking about just the writers of NFL. Rodney Harrison ain't in the Hall of Fame. Because the only guy with 40 sacks and 40 interceptions, he ain't in the Hall of Fame.
He'd have knocked that ball out David Tyree hands, he would be. I don't
think so because they didn't like how we treated. No, but they didn't like how they treated him. They didn't like how he treated the media. Like he gets a media job, and they still don't like his ass.
That's right. He was a nasty dude to the media.
They didn't like. Oh, they don't like how he talks to me. It's like Brian Windhorst doesn't like how Tatum looks, so he just doesn't like Jason Tatum. Like, come on, it's like
started on that fat cop.
It's just, bro. It's corny, bro. It's just corny.
That dude right there, he only got a job because he rolled LeBron nuts all the way to his job. He followed LeBron through high school. LBJ put him on and gave him the job. That's how he got the job. Like you talk about a dude that look at him. He never even shot a fucking elbow jumper, and he sit here trying to degrade Tatum. And I'm just tired of Tatum do suspect shit. He's a nice guy. He's just a nice guy. Tatum's a good dude. Like
you see him last night though. He ain't gonna be nice no more. I think he's gonna try to step it up.
He's the softest Celtic. He averages 30. How's he? Because he don't get in your face and talk shit like P. Because he don't blow 100 million like Antoine. Because you know what I'm saying. Like then like come on, dog. Like I love KG, but he's over KG. KG got traded for. Tatum got drafted here. We built Tatum. Like that's the bottom line, man. This Celtic hate for Tatum.
And you know what it is? Is it this thing that they like that mantra that KG and them brings that bravado, and because he don't have the bravado, he don't display it, he gets the bad writing from the press.
But why? I don't understand why. I just don't understand.
The thing is, Tatum,
they look for somebody with bravado because Jaylen Brown's a nice guy too. So is it too many nice guys? That's what it is.
Jaylen to get his ass to kiss when he wants to go. He different.
Yeah, Jalen's different. He's
Jalen
looking
tell you go fuck yourself.
I understand. You're right.
Jalen tell you go fuck yourself. Hey, I'll tell you right now, if Jaylen Brown was on that Olympic team, Stoney, and he got played like Tatum did, Jalen would have went back to the A. I'm telling you that right now. I ain't fucking with this. You ain't doing me like this. I'm going home. Fuck this. I just want a chip, Eastern Conference Finals MVP and MVP of the finals, and you gonna not play me? Just give me back my shit up. Get me out of here.
Yo, I speaking of that, because we segue right into it.
Before we do that, we're gonna do Stoney's picks for the college football tomorrow.
Oh, nice. I totally forgot. So before we move on to some Celtics talk, guys, because we were segueing into this Celtics talk real quick. Let's hit it up with Stoney's Sportsbook. Yeah, man. It's Stoney Sportsbook. We're back again. What's up, Stoney Cook? What's up, Sean Doe? You guys are the bettors on this squad. What you guys got for this college football playoff, college championship game tomorrow? Man. Is it tomorrow night?
Yeah. Tomorrow.
I've been talking to one of the closest people, one of my day ones. He just happens to be on the show right now, and he's got me going Notre Dame. He got me moving. Every day we talk, I'm like, nigga, no, I don't want to feel this way. Yo, you know what I love about Stacks though? Real quick, he don't even say it outright. He do all the other shit.
That coach just got them. He got them playing,
man. I'm taking Notre Dame with the points though. I'm gonna take Notre Dame. My bad, Crook. I just had to get that out real quick.
No, that's all good. I mean, I don't have too much going on either because this game is dangerous, man. It's dangerous to bet on.
I'm looking at everything now.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna take the under 23.5 on the first half. I think this game is gonna start slow. I think there'll be a lot of they're gonna be feeling each other out. It's gonna drag a little bit in the beginning, and I want to get in there, hit that under and be out because I don't want no parts of the whole game because crazy things happen, turnovers here, short field here, and they could hit that over. So that's my bet under 23.5. It may be 23. That's fine. You could play 23.5. For the first half, under 23.5 for the first half for tomorrow. That's my best bet.
Nice. And Doe said you going.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Notre Dame with the points. Just because, like Stack said, if real quick, if you want to do a quick little, I'm looking at everything right now. I'll do Notre Dame to cover the 8 and do their total at. You can get their total at 14.5. Be safe.
The team total?
Yeah.
Because the team total for Notre Dame under?
I was gonna do over 14.5. It's minus 210.
I mean, I thought I heard 17.5 for like the team total.
Well, I'm in my bag still.
Okay, all right, I got
that's why.
I like the team total under. I like that. I lean toward. That's why I'm not giving it out though, because that's not my best play.
Yeah.
23.5. But I do like the 17.5 under for Notre Dame. I don't think they're gonna score that many points. So I would look into that as well. 17.5 under for the team total.
But we're right in the same area though.
Notre Dame.
We're right in the same area.
Hey, yo, though, that running back from Notre Dame, that got to be Aeneas Williams' son. It's the same name.
I think so, yeah. It was the
Aeneas Williams. He was
your safety. Was he a safety? Or
for the Los Angeles Rams.
No, he played for the Rams later. He played for the Rams.
He played for the Rams later.
He was known for the Cardinals, right?
The Cardinals.
Yeah.
The Cardinals?
Yeah, that's where he made his name.
He made his name in the Cardinals.
Made his name in the Cardinals. Okay. Yeah. I just remember him with the Rams because he was there when
he was there for a little while.
For a little bit with Kurt and them. Yep.
Yeah, I think he won. Did he win one with Kurt?
I think he won one with Kurt and them. Yep. Yo, that's a good story. Those are some good picks for tomorrow. It's tight. You guys know it. I don't even really bet like that. But I have for some reason I'm with Stacks on this, man. I always like Ohio State as a storied franchise college, let's say outfit or team. Always liked it, Ohio State. They always produce good quality players and put them into the leagues from receivers. You guys know that receivers, they gel at quarterback a lot. But they always got everything else coming out of Ohio State, offensive linemen, running back. Remember Maurice Claret? They always got somebody great come good. And Claret was good until he made some mistakes in life. But I always used to lean Ohio State, but for some reason, I just think Notre Dame, the way they got into this playoffs, the way they led into it, the coaching, and the coaching's the dude, he put together something great. He's been there for a while, like Stacks mentioned on our last show, and I just got to ride with this team. For some reason, I just think Notre Dame, and if they do pull it out, I want them to pull it out for this coach because I want him to go down in Notre Dame history as, as one of their gods. Because I don't think Notre Dame. When's the last? Have they ever won a national championship? And if they did,
then they win. Yeah, back in the day. But I think with Lou Holtz they won, right?
With Lou Holtz, way back.
Tony Rice,
Tony Rice, right?
Tony Rice, that's right.
Ricky Waters, Jerome
Bettis, right? Yep. So that's maybe 30 years ago, fam, right?
Yeah, at
least 30 years ago. It sounds funny, right, saying it because we watched it, but that was 30 years ago. And so for this guy to get in 30 years later, and if he do win it, he'll be put up there in the pedestal. So I want to see him achieve that. So that's why I'm gonna go with Notre Dame. So thanks, Stoney, for the Stoney Sportsbook. We appreciate it. I'm gonna hit the jingle one more time so people can. Yeah, so that was Stoney Sportsbook, man.
I feel like I cut Stoney, but I'm like, wait a minute. I'm the one who kind of told Bees about that. I called Bees like, we gotta give Stoney a little.
No, you developed it. You developed it.
I developed that. That was on dope. You make it big, I want my cut.
That was on dope. Dope developed.
I was coming from New York. Man. I swear to God, Crook. And I called Beans. I was like, yo.
So you gotta change that name, man, to Stoney Book instead of Stoney
Books.
Man.
Yeah.
Stony Crook, man, I gotta keep that, man.
That's Stony Crook.
I think his Stony Crook goes further than just here on Parlay with us.
Yeah. Go. It's a little story behind it, man. So I gotta stick with it.
That's why I think he's holding on to it. But the segment's great, man. Though you brainstormed this segment, it will get better. Trust me, this segment is going to get better. The jingle will get better. It's all organic. Remember, we put it all together just off the whim, right? But look at that. You came up with it. I threw the jingle together.
The team losing by 24.
Huh?
The Lakers. I got it on in the background. They losing by 24.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I feel bad for LeBron. LeBron's my guy, man. But the Lakers experiment is over, bro. Like, there's nothing you could do. Just retire now.
I doing this thing tonight.
So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about the Celtics before we jump off this, guys. We got about 3 to 4 5 minutes before we jump off because we're gonna try to make this short. It is a late night show tonight. What do y'all think about the Celtics? Do y'all think they falling asleep or losing focus on the two-peat aspirations for the fans and everybody else in Boston? What do y'all think is happening? Or are they just cruising and making, what is it? What's up with these losses?
They gotta get back. That defense is just fucking horrible, man. I don't understand where the defense went. I mean, maybe they'll turn it on when they want to on defense. Sometimes they do, but in that bench, man, we had those 24 points off the bench, and Pritchard had 20 of them. So it's I told you, it got to be a move, man. It got to be a move.
And this is what we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks. Every time I mention the Celtics and getting close to this, trade time, I said it. I said maybe the Celtics need to just add a little sprinkle to the pie so they can actually look a little bit better on the second unit. I'm not concerned about the first unit at all. It's the second unit that I'm concerned about.
I would change. I would take. I don't know. I'm concerned about. For me, just my opinion. I would.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking. I think I want to put Allen there and have Kristoff come off the bench.
Yeah. Or even Drew.
Or Drew. Have Drew come off. Something got to give with that.
Yeah. Or even Drew. Like
make the bench stronger, and then you can still add a wing. You can still add a wing. I'm not saying no add a wing and move that starting lineup to. It's just not. It's not working. It's just not.
And I think they monitoring that. That's why I'm not too worried. I know Brad Stevens is looking. He's scouting. He's monitoring his team's progress and where they lacking and what's going on. I'm sure they're gonna like nip that in the butt, especially when we're like in the second half when things are gonna get tight. But yeah, I agree with you guys. Yeah, they may need to tweak it a little bit. That second unit to come in and bring some type of defensive intensity and just keep
some scoring.
Keep this game in control. So yeah, I think that'd be a good idea for them to make a minor move if it's there.
Yeah, if it's there. Like I said, I don't. You know me, I get a little emotional on the text, but either way, I watch a lot of basketball. I think they should move. I'm doing better than last year. Y'all was gonna send me to the cuckoo house last year. Stacks already know.
That loss last night rubbed me the wrong way, man. I did not like that loss at all.
Yeah, that loss.
Because the Raptors.
I think the
Hawks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that
Raptors won too, though, Stoney. That one too.
Last night was worse to me.
Wait, don't give me. Hold up. Y'all told me they lost to the Raptors too.
Yeah.
And they had the Hawks. I don't know what the fuck happened. They was beating the Hawks, and the Hawks
lost their fucking mind. That's what happened. They lost his goddamn mind.
Him not knowing his game situation. I'm not blaming that on Joe either. Drew, you're 40 years old.
Nope. That's on Drew.
That's on Drew. You need to know the game
long enough.
You're lackadaisical, loosey-goosey with the basketball, throwing the shit near the bench at the end. It's just like sometimes, and I know Drew's a professional. I'm definitely not. The guy, borderline Hall of Famer, gold medal, 2 championships. I'm not taking anything away from the guy, but I wonder sometimes if it's one of those things where when you get your bread, you kind of like just relax during the regular season. I'm like wondering if he's just gonna be like, the regular season. He could tell he was kind of tight last night. They were asking him questions after he was getting tight with Abby. I thought he was about to smack Abby in the face last night. He said, "What do you mean, bro?"
Mazzulla benched his ass.
Mazzulla did bench him. That's a good point, Stat. I wouldn't mind seeing him come off the bench. If you're gonna play,
man, move Drewski to the bench.
Yeah, I would move him. Yeah, I like that, Stat.
And I tell you what, if we win, or even if we don't win the championship, some of these guys ain't gonna be back, fellas. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah,
because of the money. I'm telling you right now. Is
somebody wait. Time out. Let's back that comment up. What do you mean? Some of the guys like who? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown?
No, I don't know who.
They locked in.
Tatum or Brown.
Porzingis might be gone. Drew might be gone. Don't be surprised if White's gone. Yeah, because the people that want to buy the team, they might not want to be in the luxury tax. There's a lot of business going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So they might have to get rid of someone you might like just because the new owners might not want. Like, hey, Gross, you could keep this. I ain't trying to pay no $300 million luxury tax bill on top of giving you $5 billion.
I can see that happening if they win another chip. Then maybe somebody will buy them. But if they don't win,
you're right. Good point.
I agree with you.
I think so too.
I agree with you. Somebody buy them. I don't want this.
They win. someone might swallow that dough. If they lose, they ain't gonna be like, look, we ain't gonna buy this franchise, luxury tax the next 3 or 4 years on top of paying you $3 billion. Crook, you know about that business aspect of it, bro. No one's gonna want to do that.
Yeah. Nah, hell no. That's why it's gonna take a while for this team to get sold, and they're gonna sell it, but they're gonna still own pieces.
Yeah, they said they're gonna take 3 or 4 years, right? Or something.
But that was the reason why nobody bought it, because I heard there's people that wanted to own it outright. Nobody else.
Well, they eventually they will, but I think they don't. I don't think they want to just give the team the total shares.
Polar Knights is funny as shit.
They're gonna keep some shares for a little bit, and then they're gonna transition into selling the last shares a little bit after.
That's a weird way to go about it, right?
It's crazy, right? You would think somebody just straight buy this shit, but they're gonna own a little piece of it still. So they only
like buying your house, but still want to live on the second floor.
Yeah, they only selling a certain piece of the pie.
They're gonna be majority owners of whoever buy it.
Yeah, they only selling a certain piece of the pie. Shout out to Polar Knights. Polar Knights, man. On the Twitch side, I think he's from where is it at? Switzerland? Remember he told us, was it Switzerland, Sweden, one of the two?
Somewhere across the board.
Somewhere across over there in the European side of things where it's very cold. He's like, yo, I'm over. He probably caught me over here just dazing. No, I'm not sleeping, man. I'm over here. He's trying to clown me, yo. Don't clown me, yo. Don't let the grays in the bed fool you, Polar Knights, man. I'm a whippersnapper out here, bro. You know what I mean?
We keep it real. We ain't gonna throw the black shoe polish.
Yeah, I don't shoe polish it. I don't do all of that, man. You seeing some distinguishes over here, but I'm not sleeping on you. Trust me. I'm paying attention. I'm just over here just gazing, thinking about all the questions I could ask these guys about sports. But shout out to Polar Knights for always chiming in all the way. He's probably some hours ahead of it. I think it's morning time over there, maybe. So shout out to Polar Knights, man, from coming through from. I think he's in Switzerland or Sweden. He's one of those, because remember Polar Knights, so it's polar. So that was the whole thing he threw that. That's why he got that name. So I know he's out there somewhere in them areas where you see the northern lights. But shout out to him, man. He's always been coming through on Parlay with us for the past year or so. He chimes in every now and then. So shout out to Polar Knights, man. I just think the Celtics, before we jump off, we're about to get off this live. We'll see you guys shortly. Let me see what else he got to say. He always got something to say. Which one? Who's Patriots cap that you like? Love that Patriots cap. I got the same one at. He got jokes tonight. Yo, you got jokes tonight, Polar Knights. I feel you, man. Come with it, dog. We love it, man.
Real quick, no, I'm not trying to be funny, but you see, and shout out Polar Knights, but people look at Kraft. Jerry Jones was getting head in the whip. No one cares though.
Yeah, but Jerry Jones got other problems to tend to. He gotta get his franchise in order, man.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, though, Crook, though. Like he gets away.
Don't let me talk about Jerry Jones. I think I'm to me, I know a lot of these owners got, some shit with him. But when I see the stuff I saw Jerry Jones do when he was a young man, I can't respect that regardless. I just know where he came from is something that I can't condone. So that's my thing about Jerry Jones. I'm not even going to talk about it. If you want to know about it, go do your research. But Jerry Jones is a slime ball from way back in the days in those times. And for him to have what he got now, I can imagine, the type of beast he is. So with that being said, Jerry Jones, Barcraft went to the massage parlor or whatever the case might be. Polar Knights, you probably go to the massage parlor out there in them European things, and that's regular for y'all. That's nothing. Right? So, to come over here and disrespect a grown old ass man who was just trying to have a little fun,
Hey,
he get caught up.
you can't be yelling at our fans like that, man. You gotta be chilling.
No. I know where he's coming at it. He's clowning it, but I'm letting him know it's nothing to really like, focused on. And because you mentioned it, that's the reason why he won't make it to the Hall of Fame.
No,
they look at
things like against him.
They look at things like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to even put that up there on the screen, but yo, I feel you though. Yo, Polar Nights, I feel you. Yo, Polar is a cool ass dude. He said, yo, I'm married and I still go to the bar. If y'all know what he's talking about.
Be careful with that open relationship shit, dog. That open marriage.
He still go to the bar every now and then, man, and throw some dollars around. I'll shout out to you, man, Polar Nights, man. Like, I know what that's about too, though. But yeah, man. Yo, Kraft, just get the ship right. Same thing with Jerry Jones. You want to win championships? Get it together. You know what I mean? That's all I can say.
Jerry Jones is getting that shit together as long as he's the GM over there.
Yeah, as long as he's the GM there and he's mixing the Kool-Aid up there in Dallas, they ain't gonna never get it. You know what I mean? So yeah. With that being said, I'm done, man. I think we covered everything else. We covered a lot tonight. We went over the championship games that's gonna come up next week. The conference games and the championship tomorrow. And we did the Stony Sportsbook, man. It was a great show. We covered a lot. We had a fun time. We laughed every time. We always do this. It's always laugh, giggles, and fun. Shout out to Polar Nights for coming through. Shout out to David Burns all the way from Cedar Hill, Texas. And we appreciate it. And shout out to everybody in the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch side of things who engage in parlay with us. I go back and I check some of our streams, man. We got people streaming. People are watching our show. People are going in after the lives and they checking it out. Like I said, I got friends who comment and tell me, hey, I saw the show the other day. You guys made some good comments and had some good points. They talk about you, Stacks. They talk about Doe. All of y'all. They mention all of us about how we bring the quality that we bring to the game and into the show. They like everything we do. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys, and we'll see each other on Thursday. Though, if you're here to make it, so be it. But if not, you always there. Anyway, we always say, hey, those, on location. So with that being said, yo, I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
To make moves, doobie don't snooze on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through.